But tonight's episode is all about stocking stuffers. Let's just start there, which if you tuned in last night, you know, or if you've ever met me before, you probably know that stocking stuffers are my passion. 365 days a year, I love looking for those very clever, very cool stocking stuffers, whether it's for my girlfriends. Adult stocking stuffers to me are just so much fun, but kids as well. I have so many memories of my childhood and being so excited every morning. I'm sure you guys can relate. I'm sure many of you felt the same. So excited to, in our case, it was go downstairs and look and find out how full our stockings were. And I would spend so much time going through each little item in my stocking. And that was always the highlight. And now being a mom and getting to do that, even though my kids are 22, 21, and 18, I have so much fun with that part of Christmas. So, welcome everybody. If any of you are tuning in for the very first time, welcome to Grommet Live. And I am Marcy McKenna, in case we haven't met before. And I'm going to be hosting this live shopping event tonight and most nights. And sometimes I'm by myself, like tonight. And other times I have my lovely co host, Greg Roulette, with me. He's a very busy man these days, so I don't get him often. But when I do, we have so much fun. And many of you guys know Greg, and he will be back. But tonight it's us. And tonight we are streaming on YouTube. We are streaming on Facebook, and we're on multiple channels on each one. We are also streaming tonight on Instagram. And so I'm very excited about that because we tried to do it last night and we had a little hiccup with the text, so it didn't happen. So you guys, tonight is the very first night we are on Instagram. So welcome all you Instagrammers. And I'm looking, the chat is already super active. We have several of our makers in the house. And so as you might have guessed, tonight's episode is called Stocking Stuffers for Her, by Her. So tonight, I'm very excited that I get to shine a light on all of the amazing female founders, women-owned businesses on Grommet. And let me tell you, there are so many of them. I want to say when I first started working with Grommet, gosh, it was over a year now. I don't know how many there were, but a handful. And now, today, there are over 200, I think close to 250 female makers on the platform. And I am just, I'm blown away every day when I see more and more and more come on. It's so exciting to see so many women taking their just awesome ideas. And we do have good ideas. Not gonna lie, we do. With all the multitasking that we do in our lives, coming up with solutions that make life easier. I think we are all about that and we're darn good at it. And so it is just so cool seeing all of these female founders launch their products on Grommet. And so many of them are having such enormous success, and many of them are with us tonight. So I want to say hello to all of you. I'm seeing Michelle Morrison, who is a big time inventor with lots of different inventions. I'm seeing Sherry, who is an inventor of a fantastic brush that I will tell you about at some point. And I'm seeing girl power, love all your female makers. Oh, I love hearing that. Thank you for that. And gosh, oh, I missed a whole bunch of chat. We've got Leslie Miller in the house, who is one of our makers that we are featuring tonight. And Leslie has been enormously successful on the Grommet platform and beyond. And for those of you who don't know, I also run the Women Inventors Club, which is just a huge passion of mine. And it is now, it's close to 1,000 women that are either at some stage in the, whether it's just an idea for a product or women that are just killing it in the marketplace, where, you know, it's the whole range, but it's just women coming together, they're sharing ideas, they're supporting one another and just helping each other have success with these products, and not just have success, but just that personal journey that happens when you actually put one foot in front of the other and you kick fear to the curb and you take that idea and actually take that risk to make it come to life. It's just so rewarding to see so many women doing that these days. So I was so excited to be able to host this show tonight and feature so many of them. And I invited all of the female makers to join us inside the chat, just sort of a celebration of women-owned businesses and female makers. And so many of them. Oh, I'm seeing Tammy, who we featured a couple times, I think, with her wristbrella product that I'm obsessed with. If you guys don't know about that, go check it out. And we have got Smunchies in the house that we are featuring tonight. I'm newly obsessed with that one. That's a new one for me, and I've had so much fun learning about it. And it's so clever, so clever. So I can't wait to show you guys all of these products, but I do want to take care of a little bit of housekeeping before we get started. This is fun housekeeping, because the first thing that I want to share with all of you, in case you haven't been here before, is that on Grommet Live, we like to give away products. So tonight we are going to be giving away 2 products that I'm featuring. And we're going to have a little bit of fun with how we do that. First one is going to be given away halfway through the show. So I would say after 4 products, maybe after 3 products, then I will choose a product that I'm absolutely loving tonight, and I will give that to somebody, hopefully somebody that's live inside the chat. And if you have not already entered to win, it is very simple. You don't have to buy anything. You are not committing to anything. There's no strings attached. It is literally Grommet's way of saying thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting all these makers. And it's also the maker's way of thanking you. So all you have to do is get your phone out and take a quick pic of that QR code, and it's that easy to enter to win. And I'm so happy to see the chat so active. And let me tell you why, in case you're new here. And I explain this every night, because the chat, guys, is so important for what we're doing tonight. Because when Greg and I conceptualized this show, when I conceptualized the show with Greg, we thought our whole goal is to amplify the stories of all of the makers on Grommet. Because Grommet is all about the independent inventors, the smaller businesses, the new makers. And in today's e-com landscape, it is really hard for your product to get found, as you can imagine, with the Amazons of the world and now Walmart. And I mean, it's just, there's hundreds and hundreds of millions of products. And how does a little guy get found? Well, with this show, we get to talk about the products and show it from all different sides and give our personal product reviews. And we also get to tell the stories of the makers who created these products. And that is so fun. And when that chat gets going, what that does is it signals to Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, everywhere that it is that we're simulcasting. It signals to them that there's something cool going on Grommet Live. And so their signals go up and they start pushing the show out to more and more people. And so that's such a huge win for our makers, because that means more people are seeing their products, hearing their stories, and sharing it with their friends and family. And so, you know, who knows what happens from there, but that's our goal. So please be sure that if you have any questions, if you want to just support the makers, if you see a product you think is cool, give them a virtual high five, let them know what you think of it. If you have different ways that you are thinking of in the moment to use the product that I haven't mentioned, please chime in. I love getting ideas from you guys. And I know it means so much to all of the makers, and I believe they're all with us tonight to hear from you. I do want to mention, last night we did another stocking stuffer show that was not women owned per se, but I wanted to mention it because I did have 2 products on last night that were both created by women. Just want to do a quick mention of those because they're both awesome products, and I want to support those female makers. If you missed last night's show, I'm going to have Jen put that in the chat so you can go back and watch it later, because it was a really fun, great show. But one of the products is my new favorite beauty tool, and it is called Luna Essent, and it was created by a woman named Rana. And she was with us last night. I'm not sure if she's with us tonight or not, but I wanted to mention it because I'm so in love with this beauty tool. It's essentially an applicator for, it could be beauty serums, it could be moisturizers, it could be makeup, it could be foundation, it could be self-tanner. The beauty to this product is it's sort of a wand of sorts with a pivoting head that contours to your skin. So anything that goes on with perfection. It's like nothing I've ever used before, and I use it for all the things I just mentioned. But the thing I love the most about it, the use I get the most, I mean, I use it literally every day inside my car. I admitted that last night, so I will tell you guys the same. And I use it for sort of facial massage and lymphatic drainage. I've recently learned about that and all the benefits of it. And so I will just go to town with I have sort of a vitamin E oil that I use with it. And I will drain here and under the eyes. It helps with the puffiness. Feels so good. And it just makes your skin look so radiant. So definitely check that out on last night's episode or on the Grommet website. Either way, because you guys are going to love that. The other one is a product called Flight Pillow. And basically, it's sort of a play on flight pillow, but it's pillow. And it allows you to customize your own neck pillow for travel. And I am one who travels a lot. So I appreciate that so much. It's so comfy, cozy. And the great part about it is there's no bulk to it. You can literally fit it inside your pocket. And then you create the pillow using that, and a sweater, sweatshirt, hoodie, whatever you have with you creates this comfy, cozy pillow. So check that one out too, either on the Grommet site or on last night's show. Okay, we are going to go ahead and get started now. Again, that was sort of a false start a minute ago. And the first product is something that we have featured before. I featured before. I discovered it for the first time on Grommet, and I was kind of fascinated with it. I actually reached out and said, "Could you send me one of these? I want to see how this works." I'm someone that has been a fan of. Does anybody use goat milk for skincare? Goat milk lotion, goat milk soap, anything like that? If you do, if you already do, then you know that it is absolutely incredible for your skin. A testament to that, I was thinking about, because my product line is on HSN, and there's a very famous duo on HSN that is all about goat's milk. Their whole skincare line is based on goat's milk, and they have a farm with all their goats, and that is Beekman 1802. And I believe they recently sold the company, but I know that their annual revenues were about $35 million. So who knew that goat milk could become that popular? And the reason is because it is so incredibly nourishing for your skin. There's nothing else quite like it. And I'm going to get into that in a second, but I want to tell you about the maker. Her name is Jennifer, and Jennifer lives in Yellowstone with her family of 7. And Jennifer lives on a farm. I'm going to tell you, a 30-acre farm. I'm going to show you her family right here. They're so stinking cute. There's the fam. They live on a 30-acre farm, and on that farm are a bunch of goats, and not just any goats. These are Nigerian dwarf goats. And I don't know about you, I had not heard of these before. And so in my usual fashion, I had to do research. I had to know more. What the heck are Nigerian goats? And so I'll show you a picture. They are so cute. Just hold on to your hats. I'm just warning you. Look how cute these little goats are. So adorable. And of course, those are babies. They do grow up, but they don't grow that big. As you heard, they're dwarf. So they still stay fairly small. I think the biggest is like 21 inches, maybe, is the biggest they would get. But the magic, evidently, too, these are becoming pets for a lot of people. And evidently, they're amazing with children. They're very sort of even, just very playful and loving and all of that. So they've become pet for families lately, but also evidently their milk in particular is better because of the amount of fat, the butter fat, and that fat is what makes the goat milk lotion so moisturizing and so nourishing for the skin. And so they have about 6 to 10% butter fat, and so that evidently is the magic. Now, what I'm going to show you right now is the product that Jennifer, she's got a whole bunch of products, from milks to lotions to even deodorant, products for men, products for women. Every one of them is goat milk based. And the goat milk in all of these products is literally created on her farm in Yellowstone with her own Nigerian goats. How amazing is that? This product in particular, I wanted to try because I've never tried a lotion bar. And that's what this is. So it's basically goat milk lotion in the form of a bar. And being someone that travels a lot, that's right away where my mind went. Is what a brilliant solution for traveling. You don't have to worry about it exploding in your suitcase or leaking all over. And so they sent it to me, and it comes in this cute little reusable tin that you're seeing right there. And then when you open it up, and mine's used, I'm just warning you, um, inside is something that looks a little like butter to me. And it actually feels a little like butter, but it's maybe a little more firm. So it is kind of firm to the touch when you open it. And then as you start to put it on your hands and rub it around, as you can imagine, the heat from your body, from your hands, starts to just soften it. And my gosh, when it softens, it feels so silky, smooth, buttery, butter fat. Monica's saying lotion bars are awesome. And yes, I'd never tried them. I'm so hooked on them. And the smell is to die for. And what I love about all of her products is they are all natural, very simple, clean ingredients. This particular lotion bar only has 6 ingredients that are all organic. It is coconut oil. It is shea butter. Those are the 2 kind of key ingredients, and those are all very hydrating, as you can imagine. And then she puts beeswax in it. And the beeswax is there to actually lock in that moisture. So you're getting all that nourishing moisture. And then the beeswax is there. And then there's, of course, goat milk. That's the number 1 ingredient. And I'm going to go into all of the benefits of the goat milk in just a second. But then also the last ingredient is really just essential oils. And those are there for the nutrients and the healing, but also for the scent. And I am not even sure what scent this is. This one, it says with goat milk and honey. It's called Queen Bee, and there's a cute little bee on it. But it's very clean smelling. It's not overwhelming in scent at all. I would buy this one again and again. It's really perfect. The price to me, especially with that Grommet discount, you're getting that 20% off, less than $10. And I've had this for a while. This lasts a really long time. I mean, really, look at how much I have. And I keep it at my desk and I use it all the time because my hands get so dry. So this is amazing for things like eczema, psoriasis, different skin conditions, because goat milk is also incredibly healing. And so it really, in fact, that's when she created it. It was because a couple of her kids had eczema, and she had heard about the benefits of goat milk and decided to try it because she was tired of all the chemicals and the medications that they were giving her. And so she created it on her own, and she was blown away by what it did for her kids' skin. And then she was hooked, and she just keeps producing. It's really cool to see. Go to her website and check it out because there's so many amazing products. And I just thought that this was such a perfect little stocking stuffer because it's just kind of a fun surprise if the person that's getting it has never experienced a lotion bar before. Now, when you use it, basically you're just going to, when you're done with it, you're going to put it back in here. You're going to close it right up, and it's, you want to close it all the way because you don't want air to get in. She recommends that you use it within 6 months of getting it. I think I may have this one for more than 6 months, so I don't know what happens at 6 months, but mine works just as it did when I first got it. So, but I want to, take her recommendation. If it does melt, if you are in any kind of warm climate or something, you can always just put it in the refrigerator and chill it, and it'll come right back. Perfect. My daughter needs this too. Oh, great. And that is Spleesh, another one of our female makers. Thank you for being here, Carrie Cook. Yes, Carrie, you're going to love it. You will love it. It's so wonderful and such a fun little gift to give to those people in your life that you just want to give a little something to say happy holidays. People maybe that you work with or who knows, but definitely for daughters and everybody. Now, in regards to the goat milk itself and why is it so insanely great and why is there, so much hype around it. And it is not just hype. That's the thing. What's interesting is goat's milk evidently is the closest thing to our female breast milk. And so if there's ever a reason why a mom can't nurse her baby, that's why they always recommend goat milk. And so because of that, their pH, their makeup is so similar to ours that our skin accepts their milk in ways that it doesn't accept other things. So it really just right away starts working. We adopt it so well, I guess is one way to say it. So Monica's saying it's great on the heels of your feet. Yes, and your elbows, your cuticles, anywhere that you have dryness. I mean, actually today I did rub it right on my elbows there. It's just dry. I don't know if it's just my office, but my skin feels very dry today. So it's kind of perfect timing for that. But it is anti-aging, it is anti-inflammatory, it is loaded with vitamins A, vitamins E, vitamin C. I think those are right. Those are correct. And lactic acid. And I didn't know before I discovered this what I hear lactic acid all the time, but I didn't know what it did. And so what that is it's a natural exfoliant and it brightens the skin in that process. So it's very skin brightening. That's one of the great ingredients. And it's loaded with alpha hydroxy acid. So who knew? But everybody that tries goat milk swears by it. There's several people in the chat that say they love the goat milk. They love goat milk. So that's the thing is once you try it, you're so hooked on that. So definitely give it a shot. Give Jennifer a thumbs up, a vote with the QR code for, I mean, come on, she and her 7 kids on this farm with their own goats, creating a whole product line and just doing so well. It's been so fun to watch her success. And every time I go to her website, there's more and more products. Just this one alone, the scents, I think the first time I looked, there was like 3 different scents. Now there is this one, which is called Queen Bee, as I mentioned. There's an unscented, there's a lavender, there is a tea tree and mint. I want to try that one. And no, I'm sorry, tea tree and lime. There's a vanilla mint, and then there is a variety pack where you get all 5. What a fun gift that would be, to get a pack of 5 with all the different scents. So I love this product and thought it would just be a fun, great way to kick off the show. Okay, we are going to move on to product number 2. Boy, if you have been a longtime watcher of Grommet Live, you know what a fan I am of this product. I kind of chomp at the bit waiting for Christmas so I can give it to a lot of people because it is a very affordable, very useful, I'll call it a beauty product, personal care beauty product that has such a great story behind it also. And so to me, the perfect gifts are those stories that do have some kind of a meaning that you can tell, the gifts that you can tell a story to who you're giving it to. And so this one is again created by female, and I don't know if she was able to be here tonight. She's might be the one that isn't able to be here, but her name is Anne. The company is called Gildan Tree. The product itself is a terracotta foot scrubber, and many of you might already have it because I think I featured it at least 2 or 3 times. Fell so in love with it the first time that I use it constantly, and I use it for much more than just scrubbing my feet. And I'm going to get into that in a second. But this is it right here. This she discovered when she was in Pakistan. And I think she had found it, in a little, outdoor market kind of thing. And so she thought, oh, I want to give it a try. And she fell so in love with how well it worked on her feet that she bought a bunch of them to take home just so she would have them. And then she eventually decided to turn this into, people were loving it so much in America that she and her husband Kumi decided to turn it into a full-blown business. And part of that business was making sure that the people that were creating it, who created it when she discovered it in Pakistan, were the same people that create it here in America for the people buying it here in America. So she employs female artisans to actually still to this day create these. These are hand molded. These are they're fired in the kiln and then they're dried in the sun. And because of that whole process, this will last literally forever unless you drop it and break it. But it just keeps on working. It does not get dull. This is not, I wouldn't dare bring you the one that's mine. It's at home and you wouldn't want to see that. But this one's brand new, but the one at home I've had and use constantly. Now, what's so cool about it is first of all, it feels so, it's like this perfect, almost like ergonomic design. I'm certain they didn't mean that, but it's just very comfortable to hold. And it is dual-sided. So this side is the scrubbing side. So this side is the pumice side, if you will. And if I turn it to the side, you can hopefully see some of that texture. So it's got a really great texture to it. Then this side is the buffing side. So as you can see, there's sort of, grooves in it, but it's not nearly as rough as this side. So when you're in the shower, when your skin is moist, so I just keep mine in the shower, just on the side there, you're just going to put a little bit of soap, whatever kind of soap, just a couple drops of it on there, liquid soap, and just go to town on your feet with this. And then once you feel like you've scrubbed and you've gotten everything off that you want to get off, then you turn it over and you use this side for buffing. And what's super cool is that I use this side, and she does as well, for almost as a loofah on my whole body. So to me, this is the best way to, because to me, loofahs are just, ugh, when I think of all the bacteria and the yuckiness in there, but yet I love the benefits of it, how soft your skin feels. So this is an insanely good sort of a skin buffer, if you will. And so just having the dual side is so great. It works so, so well. When you're done, you just rinse it and then dry, and it's ready to go again. So every once in a while, if you want to clean it, you can do that with like a little bit of water and bleach or dish soap, wash it, and then put it out in the sun to dry, and it's good to go again. Which flavor of the lotion do you have? Oh, sorry, Carrie, I missed that. Yeah, the one that I have, this one is called the Queen Bee. And as I said, I really love it. It's a very subtle, subtle scent. This is the only one I've tried. I think I'm going to try the tea tree next time actually, I'm probably going to buy that variety pack to gift different ones, but I'll smell the one that I want to keep and keep that, or maybe buy more of them. So I can't speak to the other scents other than what the names are. So hope that helps a little bit. Anyway, I just love this. And if you go to her site, they even have a foot quiz, which is a little disturbing because you find out how bad what exactly your feet need. And as you answer the questions, it's a little bit embarrassing when you realize, I mean, my feet, when I took that quiz way back when, were so cracked and just were so in need of this. And Greg, I think, took it as well. We both featured it together. So anyway, take the foot quiz. It'll tell you exactly what you need. She has an amazing lotion, like a cream, sort of a foot cream that I use when I get out of the shower. But I was actually just thinking this would be amazing after as well. And she also has a 12% shea butter sort of repair and cream if your feet are really in need. She has lots of different things on her site, but those are the ones that kind of work hand in hand together that I love. And because, again, this is another one, the price point for less than $10 to get this, again, it's something that you, or if you're gifting it to somebody, will use all the time. I use it every single time I shower. My feet are new feet since I discovered this. And I didn't realize how bad they were until I took the quiz and started paying attention to them. And I was like, oh my gosh. And now I see how good they can be. So, and no, I'm not showing you my feet tonight. Anyway, I think this is such a fun girlfriend gift. If you have Christmas luncheons or anything like that, and you just want to bring a little something for all the girls, you can put a little bow around the handle. So fun. But of course, also makes such a fun, great stocking stuffer. Okay, that was product number 2. Let me think if I missed anything on that. Oh, she's also got some very cool home spa recipes on her site. And it comes with a little instruction manual inside the box. And there's actually a spa recipe on here as well. And if you go to the QR code, it'll take you to her site where you'll get all the different recipes and things. So it's really fun, gives you great directions. This is a carrot ginger honey mask home spa recipe. 2 to 3 large carrots, a piece of ginger, and 4 tablespoons of honey. I haven't tried that. So really cool. That was a discovery that I was so excited about, as you can tell. And so I have brought it back to you guys multiple times because I love it. Okay, this next product, I know we have the maker in the house, and her name is Tracy. This was, I was saying earlier, this is sort of a new discovery for me. I'm like, where did they go? But I'm so glad I discovered it, because let me say, first of all, does anybody wear scrunchies? Are they a thing anymore for you guys? So, I mean, back in the day, did I wear scrunchies? In fact, I remember vividly when I went off to college, I had my high ponytail with double silver scrunchies because I wanted to be extra high when I went to Rush the first day, sorority Rush. And so I was all about scrunchies. And then for me, they kind of went out of style and I did not do scrunchies anymore. Then my daughter, she loved scrunchies. And so I started paying attention to them again. Now I'm loving them again, probably more than I ever loved them before. Because what I find with scrunchies is they make your hair look so much fuller, your ponytail looks so much bigger. It just gives you a lift that a regular elastic band can't do. And they're, when you get sort of high end ones like this, the colors, the materials, everything is so beautiful and just kind of adds really stylish touch to whatever it is you're wearing. So I am a big scrunchie fan right now. And I know that they are sort of back in style and all the rage. And someone's saying they came back full circle. My girls wear them now. Oh, that's Jen. Actually, she's got 2 girls in college and they both wear, and so does my daughter, Courtney. I think they all do. I think it is the thing. But this is not just any scrunchie. First of all, how cute are these patterns? So this is a threesome, and which I love them all together. They're so cute, so pretty. But the magic is in this little hidden zipper that you're seeing right here. Who would have thought that this scrunchie is actually a little mini purse, little mini pouch where you can put this pocket that you're seeing there is full circle. So you can put, fill it to your heart's content with things like, at first I was like, what would you put in there? And then the more I'm thinking about it, in fact, I'm going to show you a quick little video because this will give you all kinds of ideas for how this works. So AirPods, a little bit of cash in there, keys, a car key. What else am I seeing there? I love that color right there. So again, just the scrunchie itself is just so well made, high quality, beautiful materials. The ones that I have here are sort of a velvet. I'm going to hold it up close so you can see that. And again, it does come with the 3, but you could put lipstick in here. You can put, sky's the limit. I'd love for you guys to put things in the chat. Let me know if there's anything that you think of right away that you would put in here. I was thinking of medications. If you have pills that you take at certain times of the day, just to have them in there. No, they're not going to get lost. But if you're hiking, if you're working out, if you're doing yoga, if you're traveling, if you're going to a music festival, anything where you just kind of want to be hands-free. I was thinking it's sort of like, reminds me of a little mini fanny pack, because I do love my fanny packs. But you can put, those little things in here. And then I thought it's a pony pack. Get it? Anyway, I just think these are so clever. In fact, Smunchies is chiming in saying rings as well. Love that. How many times I get to the gym and I'm thinking now about, I went and got a massage and I put my wedding ring in the locker and it got stolen out of the locker, thinking back on that. But yes, how many times do you, whether you're playing a sport or working out or getting a massage or whatever you're doing, and you forgot to take your ring off, to be able to put it in there, know that it is safe. What could be safer than a ponytail in your hair? People that play softball, things like that, where you just volleyball, anything, soccer, where you're not allowed to have jewelry on, you don't want to have jewelry on, put it in there and it is safe. And air tags to track your daughter's whereabouts. Oh my gosh, what a good idea is that? Put an air tag in here. You always know where your daughter is. Love it. Your golf tee. Sherry, you always have the best ideas. Love that. Chapstick, lipstick. Oh my gosh, so many great ideas. So clearly this is such a clever invention. I am such a fan, Tracy, and I'm not the only fan. This was featured on Good Morning America. This was featured on the Today Show, on BuzzFeed. It's featured all over the place. She's getting so many accolades. And I love my female inventors that once they see they have a hit on their hands, they keep going and they have a bigger vision for the brand. And Tracy is one of those. I was on her site. I have to share I'm assuming this is a new innovation because I hadn't heard of this, and I think it's so smart. have to show it to you there. So that is an Apple band, an Apple Watch band. So same thing, it's on your wrist. You can put whatever you need to put inside of there, and it is safekeeping and easy access and all of that. How clever is that? So Tracy, well done. What a fun stocking stuffer. First, they're going to think it's just a scrunchie, and maybe you put something inside when you gift it. Maybe you put a little gift certificate in there. Maybe you put a little mini travel perfume or lipstick, or who knows, money. That's even better. Leslie's saying airplane bottles. Love it. Let's see. We have headbands, Apple Watch bands, jumbo scrunchies with pockets too. I did not see those. Thank you for letting us know that. So check out her website because it's all so clever. And again, I love these as gifts because you can have fun with putting things inside of them. So you're getting 3 of them for 20. So here's 3 gifts for girlfriends or whoever. And then if you want to go bigger, put something fun inside. So really, really clever. I'm so glad that, Tracy, that we got to feature you because again, there's so many products on Grommet now. I think there's 1,200. And so keeping up with them all and knowing what they all do, it's hard. So yours was one that this was just such a fun surprise. So glad to have you on, and congratulations on all of your success. And I can't wait to watch your journey. Fantastic. And that was product number 3. So we're going to do a couple things right now. We're taking a little intermission. And one of the things we're going to do is I'm going to announce the giveaway winner. If you have not already entered, do that right now with that QR code. And if you have not already doubled your chances to win, you can do that right now too by putting 2 words in the chat. And that is girl power, since our show is all about girl power. So do that if you haven't already. And in a few minutes, I'm going to announce the winner of the first product, and I'm going to announce which product I am giving away. I'm just going to tell you right now, I'm giving away a 3-pack of these guys because they are so clever, and you're going to love using it, but you're also going to have a couple extra to give as gifts. So we are going to give away a 3-pack of the Smunchies in just a couple minutes. So definitely enter if you haven't already. But while I'm waiting for you guys to do that, I had said to all my women inventors and female founders and women entrepreneurs that I wanted to take a moment to let all of you guys, especially because it's holiday shopping season still, and so many shoppers are on and will be watching the replay for quite a bit to come. Take a moment to plug your product and plug your business. And do that inside the chat because it's going to live on in there. And it's just, I think this is a great way for everybody to support each other, to let your products be known, get them out there. Hopefully people will share and go click it and check it out. And who knows what could happen with that. So definitely this is the time. Just anybody who wants to put a link either to their, if you're on Grommet, a link to your Grommet product page. You can put a link to your website. You can just tell us what your product is and what it does and why we should buy it. Whatever you want to do, this is your time. So I want you to do that, definitely. And Leslie Miller is the first one to do it. And she is the proud inventor creator of Twirly Tea, which I must tell you guys, Twirly Tea is one of the top 15 products, top sellers, top 15 on Grommet of all time. Super, super successful. And we've got Sherry with her gentle style hairbrush. You guys definitely check that out. Spleesh Your Leash. Big news for Spleesh Your Leash. She is getting ready to be featured on a new show called Buy It Now on Amazon Prime. If you guys haven't seen that, Spleesh Your Leash is an incredible, incredible pet product that keeps your dog hydrated when you are on the go. It is so good. So check out Spleesh Your Leash. It's a great product for if you have a pet lover in your life, to get that for a Christmas gift would be amazing. So keep them coming, ladies. Put as many as you want in there. I love it. I love it. And you can do it throughout the show if you want to. So if you don't want to do it right now, we've got Wristbrella, which is another one I mentioned earlier that I love, that makes it so much easier to wash your face. Check that one out for sure. Let's see, what else? Okay, good. People are putting the links in. Great. Fantastic. And keep them coming. Okay, so I'm going to announce the first giveaway winner. If I can find. Okay, here it is. Wait a minute. And this person, I'm happy to say, I did see this person inside the chat. The first winner is, and this is the winner of the 3-pack of Smunchies right here, the kind of camouflage hidden pony pack or mini purse. And the winner is Sharon Metz. Sharon, congratulations. You are going to love it. I would love for you to tell us what you think when you get it. Let's see, we've got Bev. Let's see. Bev, my eyes are so bad today. Peria is saying, great products, Marcy. Congrats to all the female makers. Oh, I love that. And I believe that is Bev, who is a female founder herself. I think that's Bev from Bandy Belts, one of my favorites. Bev, you've got to put a link. She, oh my gosh, talk about hugely successful product, Bandy Belts, and that is on Grommet. So check that out. I hope she puts the link in there. We featured it many times, but I'm such a fan and she knows that. Okay, guys, we're going to move on to the next product. Since we're on the hair with the scrunchies, let's stay right there with a product by a company that is kind of come out of nowhere and is just killing it, and is just so many products, so many beauty products that are so clever and innovative. And the one that I'm going to show you, I think, is such a fantastic stocking stuffer. And this one, they've got some very high-tech beauty products. In fact, I featured a product by them not long ago called Curl Me Perfection that literally like whisks your hair into it and creates these perfect curls. It's amazing. It is something to see, first of all, and then the curls that come out of it are incredible. So this next product is a brush. And what's so innovative about a brush? Well, one of the things I love about hosting this show is that I get to learn so much about the products and the categories that I feature. And this one was really interesting to me because it's called a self-cleaning hairbrush. And I'm going to show it to you quickly right here. This is it. It's by a company called Bimmy Beauty. And I'm going to show you the magic in just a minute. But the reason that they created this is because, and this is something I never thought about before, but you know how disgustingly dirty hairbrushes can get, right? I mean, we've all looked at our hairbrush, and right at the base there, I'm going to show you, just hold on to your hats because I'm going to show you some yucky pictures so you know what I'm talking about. But can you relate to that at all? Just at the base, that they look like little dust balls almost at the base right there. And then usually the bristles themselves just get mucky. And I'm going to give you even closer up one. Look at that. Disgusting, right? But yet so many of us will continue to use our brushes when they look like that. And what most people don't realize, including me, what do you think makes it look like that? Like, where does that come from? A fact that I learned is that on one hair, this kind of really grossed me out. On one hair, there can be up to 50,000 germs on one strand of hair. Yuck. But when I started thinking about that muck on there, I did research to try to understand what it was. And basically, what it is it's several different things together. It is your dead skin cells that are deposited at the base of the hairbrush. It is oils, as you can imagine, from the scalp. It is product. It is dust mites, which I thought was good and would have never thought about that. Oh gosh, what else? There's just evidently just filled with bacteria. And so when you think about it, and a lot of that is old product that, gets on that from brushing your hair. So if you're someone whose hair is on the oilier side, is that you're feeling like you have to wash it all the time, it could be because of your hairbrush. Because what you're doing is you're taking a shower, you're cleaning your hair, and then you are brushing it with that brush. And so you're basically redepositing those oils and those dead skin cells back onto your scalp. And so for many people, it can cause really bad infections, and it can cause dandruff. It can cause hair loss. There were so many things that I was learning going, who would have thought? And so hair professionals, hair stylists, what they recommend is that you're always washing your brush, cleaning your brush once a week. That is the recommended. And I would be curious how many people do, because I don't. I'm very embarrassed to say that, but I would say once a month, maybe. And I don't even know that I clean it. I think I just kind of take the end of my comb and get the hair out and start over again, not thinking about all that other stuff. So it was really interesting to learn about that and understand that that's why they created this, which is a self-cleaning brush. And at first, I thought this was just gimmicky. I thought it was because when I say self-cleaning, you push the button on the back right here and see what happens. It basically pushes forward, and so the hair very easily comes out. You don't need the end of a comb like I do to get the hair out. It's just really easy to do that. But this goes several steps further, and because what it's doing is actually sort of scraping the bristles themselves. Hopefully I'm still live. I'm going to keep going. Really good cleaning. And it's a good reminder when you have a brush like this to do that frequently. So I love that. But it also, the way that they've designed the bristles, and it's got the real round heads on them, it's wonderful for scalp massage. And so they designed it specifically for that. The other thing they did, I'm going to show you an image. That will describe it better than I can, is most brushes, as you can see where she's pointing the finger right there, they've got that cushion in there. Evidently, that is just kind of a breeding ground for bacteria. It's got pores in it that just kind of eat them up. So what they did with this one is they put that cushion on the inside. So there is a cushion to it, but it can't build up like that, but like the other kind can. So it's a very smart brush. The handle is really, really comfortable to hold. The materials are really great quality, and it actually feels so good on your scalp. And when I'm reading all the reviews, everyone says that it really is very anti-frizz, makes your hair very silky smooth. So it's got all kinds of benefits to it, but learning about that self-cleaning element is what sold me. So I think this is a great, fun beauty product to put in a stocking. This is something that you might want to, you will want to try for yourself actually, because it gives you that scalp massage. It feels so good. And then also is the most sanitary way to brush your hair and to easily clean your brush. Let's see. Hi from Florida. Oh, I love hearing that. I'm in Florida quite a bit, Cheryl. Oh, is that Cheryl? The Cheryl that I know from Florida? As in Kara's Cheryl? Will you let me know that? I hope so. Let's see. I used something like this back in the 80s. That was discontinued. As a former hairdresser, I am a freak with clean brushes. This brush looks amazing. Yes. And again, that price, Grommet has some really good prices. I would have thought this would have been I mean, I was at Ulta recently looking at hairbrushes, and hairbrush prices are so ridiculous, crazy ridiculous. So this is just over $20 with that Grommet discount. So typically 27. So grab that QR code, whether it's for yourself or to gift to somebody. It is a great item. And I'm so happy that we have it on Grommet and have discovered it. And I have a feeling we're going to be getting more and more of these Bimmy beauty products. So happy to be featuring them. Really cool. Okay, guys, we are going to move on to a very successful product on Grommet. And our maker is definitely with us in the house. This is a maker who I personally just adore. And I have featured her product before. I've actually had her on Grommet with Greg and I live interviewing her. And I believe she won Product of the Week. She was the one that I mentioned. Her product is all-time top 15 products sold on Grommet. And who would have thought that this little guy right here, and all you need is one, would be so successful? What the heck is it? This is a product by a fantastic female founder maker named Leslie. Leslie is Leslie Miller. She is definitely in the chat. And what she created is what's called a Trilly tea. What this is, let me first tell you why she created it. She created it because, like so many of us, We look in our closets and we see a whole bunch of tops, blouses, shirts, sweaters, whatnot, pullovers that just we don't wear. Maybe we wear 10%, 15% of our closet. The rest we push aside because they just, most things just aren't flattering. And if maybe you just had a baby, maybe you're just getting older, maybe you're in menopause, maybe you just haven't been working out, whatever, you're not loving your figure so much right now. And that's how Leslie was feeling. And she was looking at these boxy, baggy things that she had in her closet and just thinking, there's got to be a way to kind of reimagine this wardrobe and make these pieces more flattering. And I'm one who, when I'm at the gym, I always take my sort of oversized baggy t-shirts and I tie them in a knot because I don't like them rubbing and hanging and all of that. But the knot always tends to come out, and then I've got that same baggy shirt, but it's just got wrinkles where the knot was. And so when I discovered this, I thought, oh my God, that's the answer to my prayers. But what it is it really does sort of instantly transform your wardrobe. So take any t-shirt, any blouse, anything, use the twirly tee, and I'm going to show you how to use it in just a second. And you can have so much fun with this, just restyling the items, and items that you used to just, well, you can't look in the mirror because you hate how it makes you look, suddenly kind of cinches you in all the right places, and it's flattering and it's fitted. So you can kind of adjust the shirt to make you look great. And so who doesn't want that? And clearly everybody does, because everybody's buying these, whether it's on Grommet or elsewhere. And my goodness, the sales, the reviews, all of that elsewhere is kind of crazy. So let's take a look at the video. Then you'll get to see all kinds of different ways to style it. Right there. So just, and so it's, I mean, and you can play with it. There's no right or wrong way to tie it. And clearly all these people are playing with it and having fun with it. But, and each one is just a little bit different. That one's so cute, almost like two little hearts on the side there. So that's how it works. And let me show you Leslie, because she is just, where is she? Did I lose Leslie? Jen, did we lose that pic? Darn it, I wanted to show you a picture of her. Actually, maybe I can. Oh, I'll try to get it. Let me go back here. It's so weird because it was there before we started the show. I don't know what happened. Anyway, it's just, I think why this has been so wildly successful. I mean, this is viral on social media, all of that. I think why is because, not because necessarily your shirt looks so cute when you style it with this, but what it does is it gives you a little boost of confidence. If you were, when something's baggy and frumpy and all of that, we walk, we don't stand quite as tall. But when we feel like we're looking kind of good and it is cinched in all the right places, you feel good. And it's just kind of suddenly you do stand a little taller and you do smile a little wider. And I think that's what this does, is it gives you the confidence, and it expands your wardrobe. Stuff you were getting ready to throw away, you can now wear. Yeah, Jen is chiming in, trying to help me out over here. So it's brilliant, and it's made out of silicone. As you can see, it's very pliable. It's got a little bit of a texture to it, and that everything on this is designed the way it's designed for very specific reasons. This is brilliant at grabbing on to whatever it is that you're tying and not letting go. So when you tie it, it's going to stay there all day. You don't have to worry about it slipping off. So you're going to have that perfect look all day long. You might have seen there was one where you use this just to kind of get that kind of one hand tuck that's so popular, that's so flattering, where you kind of let the tail hide your rear end and you just do the one tuck in the front. You can use this to get that perfect tuck. I think that's a really big use for this. So anyway, and it comes in either pink, which you're seeing right here. I don't know if you can see the color well, and then white. I love them both. And I think I can't think of a more fun, clever little stocking stuffer to give. Super cute packaging. also, and there's a QR code on the back I wanted to mention, because Leslie has a great website with so many little tutorials, it'll get your wheels spinning with different fun ways to style your clothes. And whether it's, I mean, it can even be like a t-shirt dress kind of a thing, and you just want it to kind of come up on the side a little bit. So many ways. And let's see, I'm going to show you. I was so proud, Leslie. I saw Grommet has not had user reviews for long, and they have them now. Leslie's product was one of the first ones to start getting reviews, and I believe they're almost all 5-star reviews. It was so fun to read them and to see them on the site. So congratulations on that. And they just keep coming. So well done, Leslie. And you guys, if you haven't tried it, this is that product. It's just over $8. Get one home and try it and have fun with it. And you are going to love it, because it just lets you be sort of a DIY fashionista. So it's fun. And I think that's, again, why it's done so well and continues to do so well. I said this was white, but I'm actually looking down at here. I think it's really more like translucent, like it's sort of clear. Not that it really matters, because for the most part, this is covered by your shirt, but it's more just your preference. So I wanted to show you the two of those. But such a fun product, Leslie. Congratulations again on all of your success. You're another one so fun to watch. So kudos to you. And I have to believe you're killing it during holiday shopping season, because again, another fun, affordable little girlfriend gift, but such a great stocking stuffer for women, girls, young, old, everybody would love this. Great item. Okay, we are down to our last product of the night. And I have to mention, though, I mentioned how much I love stocking stuffers. So much that we're actually doing 3 stocking stuffer shows. So this one is all about women, our female makers. And next week on the 12th, we're doing another one that is not geared toward women, but just some really awesome stocking stuffers. Few of them were product of the week winners, really good ones. So come join us for that one as well. Okay, the last product of the night, last but definitely not least. And this is another one. If you know me, if you've watched this show, you know how much I love this product. This is one of my holy grail beauty products. I did not know of it before Grommet. The female founder actually sent it to me to try out, and I was immediately hooked. And not only was I immediately hooked, but Greg, we featured it together. So the camera went on, and Greg had this eye mask on, as did I, and I had so much fun. He had it on backwards, so I had to teach him how to do that. But he's in love with them, and he uses them all the time for just the baggy eye, the bags under the eyes after working too hard, which he does. This is by a company called Clean Circle. And they're basically depuffing. It's a depuffing eye mask, but she actually has 2 versions of them. She has the depuffing, and this one is new to me. This is the brightening. So both. I love them both. I can't decide which one I like more. At the moment, I might be a little partial to this, so I guess it depends on your needs. But either one I look so forward to putting these on. And I do it when I'm traveling. I'm on the airplane. I've got them under my eyes. I do it in the car on the way to work sometimes. I've just got them there. When I was getting ready for the show tonight and I was doing a little research and things, I just had them under my eyes. And sometimes I forget they're there. But when you put them on, they are so cooling. It feels incredible. Let me just show you inside. So you can see it's sort of, glossy gel-like. There's all kinds of good nutrients in here, and a lot of them. So I'll hold one up for you. So when you put it on, you feel it right away. You feel the depuffing happening before your eyes, no pun intended. But there is the pad. So it just goes, I'm even going to put one on right now. Let's see if I can do it right here, because I look forward to it. Oh. So there it is right there. I would normally do both eyes, but I just want to make sure I can see okay. And it stays there for about 15 minutes. And again, part of it is because I love how it feels so much. But when I take it off, I'm always truly amazed. So anytime it's a special occasion thing, anytime you want to look good, put these on for 15 minutes and you'll be amazed at how, if you have fine lines, crow's feet, anything like that, how they just kind of plump right up and it gets very, very smooth. I'll show you before and after. There it is. So see how it's on the left side, it's a little dull. On the right side, it's just a little more bright, but more than anything, there's no fine lines on the right side. And it is just kind of a lifted, plumped skin. And that is very accurate. I mean, it is a noticeable difference after the 15 minutes. And what's so cool about these, the female founder, her name is Lena Chow, she created them. She really wanted to sort of had a personal goal to live more sustainably in her life. And she thought, I'm going to start in the bathroom because that's where there's so many, wasted bottles, plastic, all of that, and wanted to create products around that. So these, after you've worn them for 15 minutes, you can put them under hot water and they literally dissolve and go down the drain. So they are, so there's nothing going in the landfills like so many beauty products do. It just